assassin being banned every single game, and now the assassin is letting out, and nobody's picking it, right? Like you have Martis already being locked. It's very unlikely Martis going to the side lane. It's less of a flex pick, to be honest, right? And we definitely don't see Martis roam. So look, Franco being taken out now, one of the characters that almost must be picked in the current meta because of suppression, the ultimate alone. On top of the fact that you can hook, you can pick out targets at will if you land the hooks, of course. So are we gonna see some bans now come in? Are we still gonna see Fanny Lane ban? I highly doubt it, right? Now is the time not target jungle anymore, but more of the roaming position, because now you already have the Franco. It's time to ban something that can counter that. Maybe a Kufra ban I'm seeing, or what do you think? Because Angela's been taken away. Yeah, I think Kufra ban might seem more feasible.
Kufra ban, maybe a Minotaur ban. They're going to go into the XP lane, though, take out the Terizla. We've definitely seen the Minnow pop up before. I think it could be something that fits with EVOS here. On the side of Echo, though, they also still need an EXP laner, so they're kind of banning against themselves with the Joy gone, the Terizla gone. We still got Uranus left. We still have Esmeralda left. We still have Yuzong left.
Yep.
But that EXP lane is starting to dwindle a bit. If Echo take another one out, like if they ban out the Uranus here, if they don't ban out the Uranus, I think EVOS bans it. Because here's the thing, after the second phase of bans, Echo will be up front. So Echo wants to leave themselves open for something here to pick, and EVOS wants to try to take that away.
Oh, they're leading the EXP up. I think they're gonna last pick EXP as a counter position. And then now it's more of a jungler pick for Echo, right? Because you already have Martis on the other side, and you're just thinking about what works best with the Franco, with the Beatrix, with the Kadita. Let's take a look. You know, are they gonna go full damage? Because right now they don't have any frontline, don't have any vision. Or are we gonna go with something tankier? Oh,
Arlot's still
they decided
there.
to go with Arlot.
Yeah, I think that may have even been a better ban than the Ling there. But they are gonna respect Zyda here. On the side of EVOS, they have to finish up their draft now with 2 picks. The Grok's gone. The Kufra could definitely end up being the pick here. Definitely a possibility. Maybe something like the Diggy as well to help deal with some of the CC from the Arlot and the Franco and the Kadita could also be a possibility.
Diggy in this scenario, see, Franco is one of the characters that actually counters Diggy though, because Franco doesn't really have to fight Diggy right straight on. Doesn't have to take the poke for free. Yeah, I can try. If you try to throw stuff at me, I'm just leveraging the fact that you're walking up to throw stuff to hook you. That's one thing. Number 2, the ultimate. If I'm using a hook to bait out your ult, that's gonna be good. But if I get a hook and I just use Franco's ultimate, Diggy cannot do anything anyways, right? Because it's a suppression. It's not like you can cast your ultimate to counter it. So here we go. We're gonna lock down the Ruby roam plus the export EXP.
That's now we said they might get spicy game 1, then they kept it chill with the first 3 picks, but now they're making things interesting. I haven't seen a Ruby in a little while, but I'm actually a big fan of the Ruby roam. Now, normally it did go very great against things like the Cho, against the Paquito jungle, against the like some of these fighter jungles, because what the Ruby does is it stops them in their tracks. The problem here is you have a Franco who's always going to be at a distance, you have a Beatrix who's always going to be out of a distance, and you also have this Kadita who has very nice range and is very, very slippery. Now, what this does do is it forces Zyda maybe not to pick a up-close and personal jungle, but he doesn't care. He's still going to go for the Bane.
Bane is a damage jungler, right? And then, to be honest, this game, I don't see much wombo combo. It's more of a just... what is it? It's kind of like a hybrid kind of build, right? I mean, Arlot does have some set, and you have Bane to wombo combo on top of it if Arlot gets a set. But if you fully rely on Arlot to set, that's gonna be bad. And if you fully rely on Franco's hook to set, that's also unreliable. Because I mean, yes, you can be the world best Franco player, but then if Ruby is always on top of you and getting visions against you, it's gonna be really, really hard for the Franco to be effective. So here we go, we're gonna see some really nice pose coming out. I gotta say, the interesting about WCG, look at the player poses. Very different from traditional esports, right? It's very cute, it's very creative, it's very fun.
I like it. I like Cr1te here. He's got the Tiger Claw. You know, he's ready to go, but let's see if he can bring that Tiger Claw into game 1. This is WCG, the final set, the grand finals for MLBB. EVOS Icon taking on Echo Proud in a best of 5, Dave.
Oh, here we go. The anti-defense invade. JP still want to walk in. You're being hit by 2 people. He's already down to 40%. Is it gonna pop the flicker? Yes, he will, but
Oh my
Tracks.
God, is he gonna die here? Is JP gonna go down? One more hit, first blood. Going over to Veldora. We see that happen a lot to JP, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, this is just weird though. Like, there are two people in your face that you saw from miles away, right? You saw them come in, and they still forced it, right? Like, if you don't force it, oh, Zyda doesn't have the retry anymore. What's gonna happen?
On the minion. He feels comfortable though. He still gets the orange buff. But JP still in a little bit of trouble once again. Terrified, locked up. Van Strong gonna try to go for the finish here. JP just having a rough time. But wait, the petrify, the knockup.
Oh.
This could be bad for Cr1te. Cr1te does take out JP, but will take a tower shot and fall. James able to pick up the kill. Van Strong. Of course, use the flicker just to get away, but Zyda, James going to try to cut him off here. He's got to go through it. Can they make it in time? James making the dash in, getting the lockdown, looking for the final. All Zyda needs is to fire one crab claw cannon, and you can get it. Will he make it? No! Misses by a hair. And Veldora takes out James in the midst of this.
Meanwhile, while you're laser focused on one target, at what cost? On the other side of the, the little team fight there, you have a Veldora just free hitting onto James the whole time. James didn't even get a chance. He was trying to chase down the Ruby, but look at what happens when you try to laser focus when you have narrow vision down to one person. You have James who's still level 3 at turtle spawning, and Zelda is already getting harassed. But Zyda already getting harassed by Veldora.
Listen, we're 2 minutes in, and this is messy. This is a dirty game right now, and I'm feeling it. I'm liking it. This is brawlish, and I'm ready to see where this ride takes us. Veldora getting low. Fragra Arma out. Sutrogen takes a turtle. Veldora still gets away. Now James on the run. Zyda able to use a deadly catch, but it does not save James today. James will fall. It's a 2. Wait a second. Make it a 2, because Outplay gets taken out by Dome on the boss side. EVOS Icon coming in game 1 for revenge.
Wow, they come in and swinging. 2,000 gold ahead already. And then look at the bottom side. Brody gonna get so much hit onto the tower here. And that's the thing, right? This is the strategy that I didn't understand coming from Cr1te initially. It seemed like a hybrid. There wasn't like too much clear understanding of where they're going. And then the playstyle is also a little bit like interesting. Should I say? Because I couldn't understand the decision making, especially with JP. He died twice, and then both of the deaths can be evaded. It's not like he had to die or he had tried to tank some damage, soak up some skills to protect his teammates. He just wanted to do stuff on his own, and it's very interesting because it's not paying now for Team Cr1te right now. Now, going to the late game, they do have Zyda, they do have the Beatrix, they do have the Franco, right? If they lock somebody down, they can instantly kill somebody, especially after Beatrix finished the core items, finished the Blade of Despair, the Malefic Roar. I mean, Hunter Strike. And there's still a chance for Cr1te, but EVOS Icon definitely looking dominating right now.
I mean, we've seen Zyda on this main before. They used it up against Echo Loud, and it was when I was saying they had the perfect reactions. So they need to start pulling that together. I think once we get into the mid game around 7 minutes, some things could change as long as they don't let this gold lead get too far away from them. The EVOS Icon want to try to take the advantage. Well, they have Veldora in a bad spot, forced to use the last insanity to get away, but that does still help him get away.
Ooh, nice escape. Nice decision to use the ultimate. Sometimes you just have to decisively pop the ult, because if you wait a little bit longer, they could just burst it. And if they burst it, then you're sitting duck. Then you have to waste the flicker. You just have to decide which one is more valuable. Xbox Ultimate or Xbox. Oh, here we go.
Oh, nice play. Down goes Sutrogen, and wait, the final slash pushes Cr1te in. Cr1te able to pick it up. Doma using the lockup. Van Strong in a little bit of trouble though. Cr1te biting back right now. Looking for the fight back once again. Torn apart memories goes off, and James goes down. Nice hook. It goes a little bit too far to the right. It's 2-for-1 trade. Cr1te does come out on top there.
JP once again popped off. When the team needed him the most, he stepped up. I love it. Oh, here we go.
Oh, my God. Shotgun shells to the face. Outplay picking up a kill.
Outplayed, never cease to surprise us, right? He's done it over and over again. We talk about the mechanics. This is a character you can talk about mechanics. Oh, but bottom lane though, Tracks. But continues.
Locked on to Zyda. A little bit of trouble. Navira's Passion does come out. Sutrogen still to pick up the kill. He wants more. He has the decimation. Make it a double. Moving on to the next target. They can clear this wave and maybe even push into this tower.
it seems like both teams are continuously making mistakes of their own. Oh, nice ultimate copy. I think he wanted the JP, but the copy outplayed. And now the ultimate is just going to become wasted. So, actually, I was saying, I feel like this is such a dirty, you said dirty, it's such a good word to describe this game. It's so messy. And both teams are making a lot of mistakes right here, overstaying their welcome over and over again. You had a good play coming out from JP, but then they waste it. But before that, here we go, bottom side.
Dome on JP. JP's going to go down there, outplayed, looking for something, but can't connect. EVOS Icon finding a little power spike of their own, and they want to move in. They want to take this tower here, Dave.
Yeah, not only do they have a clear decision making on where they want, like on their picks. Oh, here we go.
Keep going, Dave. No talking today. Doma pops off the torn apart memories, finds Cr1te. Outplay goes down as well. 2-for-1 trade and a good trade, EVOS Icon.
I'm eating my own words here, Trunks. You know. Wait.
Keep going. They just keep going. Zyda might just be next. Decimation comes in, and that's a killing spree for Susagen. 12-5 at 6.5 minutes.
Oh my God, what is this game? It's keep on getting messy and messier. Like, what is going on? And by the way, before I talk about the game rotation, I want to say that this is, I'm eating my own words, right? The Cr1te copied the Beatrix ultimate, and I thought that was a waste, but it turned out it was, he put it to good use. He got a kill out of it. You know, definitely used the ultimate from Beatrix properly, and it got a lot of burst damage. But now let's talk about what's important, which is the macro rotation, right? Like both teams seem to be making a lot of mistakes, overextending, waiting on their own, waiting solo. Right? Zadov's done that twice and get punished twice, and he kept on doing it. You know, like it's just very, very interesting. Meanwhile, at the same time, it's not like Team EVO is not making a mistake of their own. You know, they overextended their welcome, and sure enough, they got punished pretty well, right? They kind of seized their momentum, getting hooked, getting ulted by JP. So over here, I think this game is who's gonna make the least mistakes and win, to be honest. At this point, here we go.
Nice time offended with the flicker. Deadly catch comes out to try to force a disengage. Cr1te has to use the deadly waves just to get away, but EVOS Icon continues to try to make these pickoffs.
Whoo! So many playmakers this game. Arlott
with the final slash, but he moves right into the suppressor. Susagen goes down.
Woo!
Out comes the last insanity. They'll find Zyda. Now this purple buff should go to the side of EVOS Icon. Watch for Cr1te hiding down this bush, waiting for someone to walk by. Another hook does come in. Purple buff does end up going over to JP there, and he falls. Veldora with the unstoppable kill, but at least he saves the purple. Don't know if that was worth it though.
He didn't get a hook onto the players, but he did get a hook onto the blue buff. Here we go. Right, does have the ultimate.
Tried to flicker, uses the rough waves. Still not enough damage though, but right now it's 14-6, 4,000 gold lead for EVOS Icon, and several towers taken.
See, this is what I like about Cr1te. Outplayed has been outplaying this whole game. You know, like his mechanics, and then the way how he does the shotgun flicker, that requires really fast fingers. Probably the same level as when you play Fanny, to be honest, to execute it, because it's really hard. To try it in practice mode, you will know exactly what I'm talking about, right? It's really hard, because the auto attack is such a short animation time, and they pop a flicker on top of it to make it surprising. It takes a lot of practice. And Outplay made it happen. So there, and by the way, I'm not just making Outplayed, right? Wen Shuang has been doing pretty strong with the flicker, the hook flicker as well. There's not a flicker hook. He ulted and then he flickered forward. So both team has a lot of playmaker this game. JP with the hooks with his ultimate. Now I think adding on top of who's gonna make least mistakes is also who's gonna make more plays. It seems like both teams are all about the playmaking.
Yeah, like this is gonna be first Lord. We're 9.5 minutes in. Susagen takes it. Echo Proud doesn't even try to contest, but wait. They don't want to try to force a fight there. Susagen. I don't know if he stole that purple or not, Dave.
I don't think he did. I think
no, Zyda uses Retry, so.
Yeah, Zyda gets it, because he wasn't going for the boot buff, so you gotta use the blue somewhere. I'll use the Retry somewhere. The purple buff. So here we go. Level 12 Zyda versus level 13 Susagen. Susagen is one level ahead. You know, very standard Susagen level play. Oh, here we go.
Ooh, using the deadly catch just to clear the wave there. Maybe that was a little bit too early. Gonna get some nice poke, and they still might lose the tower.
Yeah. I mean, used the ult a little bit too early, and obviously there's no follow-up. All of a sudden, Cr1te is playing full defense. right? Like they were playing our aggressive not too long ago, and now they're playing full defense with the one lord. They're losing tremendous amount of gold. I think this is like probably 3,000-4,000 gold advantage from one lord already. Here we go. Mask comes out.
JP uses the conceal play. Cr1te steals the deadly catch. Veldora into the backside, uses the last insanity just to try to get out. Cr1te with the rough waves, doing a little bit of damage on Veldora. Final slash to push him under. This could be bad for the side of EVOS Icon. 2 immortalities pops. The knockups come in. They find Vanstrong looking for Veldora next, and they connect. Veldora goes down outplayed with the shutdown. That puts him at 3, 2, and 3.
Doma, good job with the flicker out in time. Make sure he survives that. That was really good, because when JP flickered in, I'm pretty sure he was going for Doma, knowing that everybody else is dead for sure. But all he got was one person. Trax, I noticed recently, a lot of teams have been making a lot of mistakes with tower dives, right? You've seen this tower dive be, you know, when a team is playing messy already, and when it comes to a high-risk scenario, high-risk environment, especially the tower dive, probably the most high risk. Team EVOS Icons is not prepared for it, right? The dive wasn't really on point, and sure enough, they get heavily punished. So we went from a 10,000 gold differential now back to a 5,000 gold only. I mean, JP, now it's Echo's time to leverage the discipline, leverage like what they've been trained for the most, which is like once you have a little bit of advantage, catapult it and get more advantage. So back to 5,000 differential. This is looking better and better for Echo, as now Zyda scaling, outplay scaling. If they get a hook, if they get an ultimate, that person is dead for sure, no doubt about it.
Most definitely. It's definitely not going to be easy, though, for Echo Proud still, right? I mean, they still have a long way to go if they want to try to do this. JP at 0, 4, and 5. I'd love to take a look at the items and see exactly where everyone's at right now. Outplayed is definitely a huge win condition, right? The damage needs to be there. We've seen it come up a little bit, but is it quite there yet? Nice conceal play. Vanstrong looking for something. Watch, there's a flicker. There's the I'm offended, and members start dropping. JP's the second immortality comes up, and Fierce Passion trying to save the day, but it's not going to help today because Decimation is here. Suchigen finds him, and that's a big play for EVOS Icon. It should give them nice priority over this Lord.
One strong remains strong, should I say, you know? Right now, because of Echo's comp, they have to play the back foot. They're waiting for JP's ult. They're waiting for JP's hook, right? Because the big plays being made, except for the first, I mean, I think the second turtle from JP. Other than that, it's been James who's doing the plays. We've seen James jumping in with one slash and then ult flicker, the final slash into the flicker into the backline. Kind of like what Ruby did when Strong did just now with Ruby, but a lot harder, a lot more flashy. So, yo, at this point, Team EVOS has the momentum, right? And they have the comp. Ruby's already tanky, Veldora's already tanky. He's 5-on-5. Their stat being strong. Franco seems to be less and less effective if he cannot land any hook.
Yeah, he's gonna have to land something, and not onto something like Suzugen. He can't land it onto Veldora. He can't even land it onto Vanstrong. He's got to try to find either Cr1te or Doma. They need to be able to handle one of these two damage dealers in the backside, but because of the composition they picked, right? Because they didn't pick for like a dive or roam, they have no way to really flank around the side. They have to do what they've done in the past before is, you know, let the enemy team come to them, try to catch them all up in deadly catch, you know, try to get a hook through the middle of the team. But they really, that's why they're playing this defensive route. They're waiting for EVOS Icon to come to them and hopefully take advantage of a slip-up somewhere.
Ooh, the slip-up. This might be it. Deadly catch being released. Franco looking for the hook, not going to connect. Ooh, that's rough, because now bottom tower is for sure gone.
Oh yeah, this is going to be an enhanced Lord. It crashes right through. EVOS Icon still on the prowl. Moving their way. Here comes the conceal play. Watch Vanstrong. He's done it before.
Oh,
he gets hooked in, though. Suppressed. They find him. Can he get away? No, the immortality pops Lord. Still up though. Vanstrong still up as well. And no, the flicker, the I'm offended, and two members of Echo Proud job. JT and Cr1te sent to the grave. EVOS Icon looking for more here. Oh, nice final slash, pushing him under the base, under the tower, but it gets returned with a final slash from Cr1te's own. Four members dropping James all on his own now. And this will be it. EVOS Icon coming back for revenge in game one. They're going to take it down.